full. People are just getting them.
Oh my God!
Girl, just drink it already! I got all over my car!
Starbucks has grabbed the limelight once again, and this time they're ready to conquer the world with their sludgy slop of a drink that they call the Unicorn Frappuccino. And people are losing their minds over it, specifically influencers. The Unicorn Frappuccino is a very colorful drink that initially tastes sweet, but as you drink more of it, it apparently starts turning sour and tangy. Or at least that was the idea, because apparently it's just way too sour to actually finish. Like, none of my friends who tried this said they could finish their drinks. There's this disconnect between how cartoonishly colorful it looks and how it actually tastes. Now, surprisingly, this isn't the first time Starbucks has released this drink. The Unicorn Frappuccino was actually first released back in 2017. Starbucks marketed it as something extremely rare and precious. And if you didn't post at least one picture of yourself sipping on it, you would have been expelled from society and quite possibly disowned by your own parents. They weren't lying about the limited part because it was only on sale for 5 days before disappearing forever, but in those 5 days they did ridiculous numbers. Because come on, you can't expect to put out a limited time product in America and not have all the teenagers brainwashed by capitalism swarming around your establishment from every angle. Anyway though, after almost a decade, the Unicorn Frappe was finally being sold again at Coachella 2026, which just so happens to be the place to sell a gimmicky, overpriced, internet-hyped product. I mean, the only people who go to Coachella are micro-influencers and a very small number of genuine fans who are actually there for the music and the vibes. I'd imagine something like the Dot Cake would have made bank at Coachella, or maybe those $35 candy skewers that are literally just gummies impaled on a stick. Now fast forward a few months, and Starbucks announced that their fan-favorite unicorn slop would be back on the menu again from August 15th to August 16th. So for a day, basically, surely we wouldn't fall for this a second time, right? 2 million drinks sold in a day. It seems we are genuinely as gullible as Starbucks thinks we are. You just need to make it look pretty, make it feel scarce and limited, and the average American will lie, cheat, beg, and bribe to get a taste of it. I'm kind of confused because if the Starbucks Unicorn Frappuccino is the most popular and talked about drink on the internet, then why is it only coming back for 3 days? You see, it's because no one would give a shit about this drink if it wasn't sold once every 150 years. The crazy part is, no one likes the taste either. Everyone is either gagging and spitting on camera or simply just being like, yeah, it's pretty mid.
Let's try the Unicorn Frappuccino from Starbucks. Dude, this might give me chorro. Just look at it. Girl, just drink it already. I got it all over my car!
You would think if it tastes so whack, people would buy it less. But no, even more people started posting videos of themselves taking a sip of this thing and gagging, choking, and spitting it everywhere.
It's giving diabetes! This what y'all drinking? Oh my God. This is what we thought we was missing out on? Oh hell no.
There's a good chance the drink is probably just mid at best. But of course, that doesn't get nearly as many views as being performative, cursing at the drink and cursing out Starbucks for attempting to poison the youth of our country. They say there's no such thing as bad publicity, and for Starbucks, this goes doubly right now because that's exactly what's happening. More and more people are talking about Starbucks just because of how bad their most hyped drink is, and more people are still buying it. It's literally free advertising for them. People are associating it with 2026 nostalgia. They say the flavors remind them of the good times of 2016, the bottle flips, the Minecraft edits, the silly memes. Girl, you probably weren't even old enough to eat solid food in 2016? It's like, what nostalgia? Does the drink resemble your mother's breast milk or something? Because if it does, your mother needs to see a physician, maybe even a priest or an exorcist. But you know what the funniest part is? The Unicorn Frappuccino originally came out in 2017, not 2016. So it doesn't even fit the 2016 nostalgia trend. So then what in the world are all these influencers doing? Y'all really tried to LARP your way through this trend and thought no one would notice. I was around in 2016 and guess what? The only people that gave two shits about this drink were LARPers themselves. We were all busy playing Minecraft and Overwatch, bottle flipping, dabbing, and watching Dude Perfect. Now, people are also driving up to the Pink Wall in LA and taking photos with their Unicorn Frappe in hand, which, in their defense, was indeed a trend in 2016. Except, it was a completely fucking different trend and not related to the Unicorn Frappuccino or Starbucks at all. So as you guys can see, the LARPdemic has spiraled way out of control. I saw so many videos of people just chucking their 99% full drinks into the trash can as soon as they were done taking photos at the Pink Wall. It's so ridiculously stupid.
I have to document the amount of Unicorn Frappuccinos in front of the Pink Wall. That one is, they're literally full. People are just getting them.
Oh my God!
Like, you yourself know the drink is trash. You can't bear to have a proper sip of it, let alone finish the drink, yet you buy it with your hard-earned money. Spend $10 on the sugary slop, drive up to the wall, pretend to sip on the drink for a few photos, and just throw it away? OMG, yes, overconsumption and wasting food. Hashtag 2016 nostalgia. Mind you, this is the same generation that complains about insufficient job opportunities and low wages. I say this as someone from the same generation. The economy became a joke when it was our time to become adults, and it's kinda unfair, but it still doesn't stop some of us from spending our money on stupid shit like this. This is like the second last stage of capitalism. The next stage is just straight up cyberpunk, complete dystopia. Some people apparently woke up at 5 a.m. to line up at Starbucks so they would be the first to try this. And I gotta say, if you'd shown this much determination when you were in college, maybe you'd be waking up at 5 to go to a job instead of rushing to chase the next internet gimmick product early in the morning. And I mean, do you guys think there's a prize for being the first to LARP? You think Starbucks was handing out $100 bills to the first 100 Insta stories? Fuck no. It was arguably the most profitable day of the year for them. They were busy partying and drinking the real stuff instead of the colorful, slimy shit they made you all drink. Some people even camped outside the Starbucks all night and copped 6 drinks in the morning, which is like, not even LARP anymore, it's straight up determination. Dare I say commendable. And I don't know what's crazier, the fact that they waited all night for the shittiest drink of the decade, or the fact that they bought 6 of them, even though there were only 2 of them and they probably wouldn't even be able to finish one, let alone 6. I also saw someone selling the drink online for $1,000 after Starbucks stopped selling it. And I guess, sure, the price is somewhat justifiable considering it's like a relic that pops up once a decade, and I guess if someone was stupid rich and wanted to jump on the hype train, they could technically buy it, but by the time it gets delivered to them, it's just gonna become melted, stinky sludge that's gonna paint their insides blue for the entire week. So what's the point? At the end of the day, capitalism wins. Starbucks made bank selling us a gimmick, and we, the stupid consumers, gobbled it all up and made it possible.